Hey guys, how are you? Welcome into a Saturday morning edition of the Daily Juice Podcast with me, Matt Perrault. You guys know to follow me on Twitter at Sports Talk Matt. You can follow BettingPros on Twitter at BettingPros. The offer from BetMGM, the title sponsor of this podcast, always above me on YouTube. $10 offer to win $150. New accounts only. Use that promo code JUICE150 when you sign up at BetMGM.com. Not available in Nevada, so if you're in here for March Madness, you can't use it today, but back in a state that's not Nevada that has BetMGM operating inside of it, you can use it, BetMGM.com, BetMGM the application, and use promo code JUICE150, $10 bet, win $150. Okay, so yesterday was a washout, 2-5, brutal, but depending on what number you got for the total for Arizona, if you got 156.5, you hit the Don't Bet Parlay. So you hit that 600 parlay, plus 600 parlay. I pushed, I got plus 250. That's what I got on it. Maybe you got plus 260. I hit two of the three legs. One leg pushes. Most books will push it to a two-leg parlay. That's what happened to me. I got plus 250, so I cashed. But most of you got 156.5 by the look of it, because most of you were showing me tickets, and a lot of you guys were showing me plus 600 cashes. So I'm counting it, okay? After the rough day yesterday, 3-5, 2-5 on the plays, we're going to take it, okay? So 3-6 now, all time on the Don't Bet Parlay. We're going to count it. I cashed kinda. You guys cashed a lot, so that's good. Colgate, thank you for not fouling late in that game. Whew. Colgate, Chattanooga, both get there. All other bets. Lakers won the game outright against the Raptors. Ouch. Total victory, total washout, rather, for those. So 5 losses there, 2 wins, so down about 1.5 units, but the Don't Bet a Parlay, if you bet it, you won, and you were up for the day. So we head to the weekend for round number 2 of the NCAA Tournament. I've got 3 bets to give you guys coming up here in just 1 second. But before we do that, I need to tell you a story. So here's the story. So sometimes the world is a crappy place. Okay, sometimes you wake up and you don't know really what the world's going to bring to you, and you're like, not in love with what's happening out there in the world, not in love with where the world is. And then you get an email, or a DM rather, from an individual who says, Matt, I'm going to match the $5,000 that you're raising for the Ronald McDonald House. Then you get a second DM and says, Matt, I'm going to give you $1,000 to the Ronald McDonald House. Then we get an email from Celia and TJ, and they say, Matt, we've hit 400 orders. So we are going to blow the $5,000 out of the water. We're going to raise close to, if not more, $11,000 on our fundraiser for the Ronald McDonald House. That is unbelievable. I mean, so generous, so thankful, incredible for you guys. If you've not paid your invoice yet, please check your spam. And please, if you've not received an invoice, if you've placed an order and the invoice may have gone lost in the ether, please check in with the folks at sweetseasbakery.com and pay your invoice so they can send you the cookies, and they can donate the money to the Ronald McDonald House. One big lump sum will go next week. We'll see how many officially we're at for an order perspective and from a donation perspective, but we are way over. And I could not be more thankful for the 2 individuals who do not want their names used, giving us $6,000 to the Ronald McDonald House in our efforts to raise as much money for that charity as possible. So just unbelievable. Forget the day, right? 3-1 yesterday, 2-5 today. So it's kind of a wash, right? Not great. It's a 5-6 2-day window. Not great. Losers. But if you bet the parlay, that made up for everything. We won on the parlay. Houston over Arizona, over in Auburn. Got there. I told you I liked it. Like, I don't always do that. When I tell you that I like the parlay, I think I'm like hitting at like 75% when I say, this is a parlay I like, more than just like I'm trying it out. Like, no, actually, like I like the parlay. It's actually like a really good bet. You should make this parlay. So that's cool. That's cool. That's good. That hit. So that's always exciting. So 3-6 all time for the Don't Bet a Parlay every Friday. Okay, so here's a Saturday. I am not going to do the Discord chat for this week, okay? It's a crazy weekend. There's so many games going on, games tipping off. It's just it's nonsense, okay? I might do it on Sunday. I might. I don't know. I may hold it to next weekend, just kind of punt on this weekend and do it next weekend for the Discord bet. Maybe Sunday, but not tomorrow. Tomorrow I got a lot of stuff going on. I got my kid with me. It's a mess tomorrow. So no Discord bet on Saturday. Hopefully maybe on Sunday we'll do it, depending on what happens with everything going on. I know Sunday for church and a lot of you guys, it's not a great day to do it on Sunday, but I might do it on Sunday. More on that on tomorrow's podcast. But here's what we're doing for today. 3 bets for the NCAA tournaments. 2 of them you probably can guess, but I'm going to do 2 straight bets and 1 teaser. You might go, Matt, look, I'll explain, but I think I need to tease these games. I think it's actually a decent, it's minus 130, but I actually like it. Don't normally recommend teasers. Normally they're pretty stupid, but I'll explain here in a second. All right, first bet for the day today. Let's talk about Providence in Richmond. A lot of folks love Richmond. People are going to fade Providence again. They're due to lose. They're not that good. Richmond's going to beat them. A10 champion. They're hot. Blah, blah, blah. Providence won. Providence covered. Line's 2.5. Providence is 18-13 ATS. They're 9-5 on the road. Richmond 13-8 against the spread on the road. They've covered the last 4. VCU, Dayton, Davidson, Iowa. Pretty damn impressive. They're hot. 9-point win for Providence. Here's the thing. Look at KenPom and what KenPom thinks. They think Providence wins this game by 3. It's a 70-67 win for Providence. Line's 2.5. Providence wins these games. Low scoring, tight games, hard fought, laying 2.5. I am taking the date that got me there. Okay? Not giving up on Providence now, not jumping up the Providence bandwagon now. We've been on the Friars forever. We're staying with it. Providence minus 2.5 for a half a unit. Okay, second bet. It's a teaser. Arkansas has a matchup up against New Mexico State. I think there's a chance that Arkansas kills New Mexico State, but they were red hot in their game against UConn. They don't shoot well. They're a bad shooting team, and they shot really well against UConn. What happens if they shoot really well again? It's a little bit of a fear on my part. KenPom has it as a 5-point victory. It's a 6.5-point line. What do we do if we take a 6-point teaser and we pull Arkansas from 6.5 down to a half a point? All Arkansas has to do is win the game. Win the game. Arkansas, win the game. Okay? Arkansas minus a half a point. What's the second leg, Matt? Kansas up against the Creighton Blue Jays. Creighton Blue Jays are not going to have Kalbrenner available. Their star center. Sophomore defensive player of the year. This is bad. This is really, really bad for the Creighton Blue Jays. Line's 11. Okay? 11.5 actually. This is, according to KenPom, an 11-point win over the Creighton Blue Jays. The Jays just might be able to keep this game close, and Kansas might actually not take this game all that seriously. I'm a little concerned about that. So if you take the KU line of 11.5 and you pull it down to 5.5, 6-point teaser. Arkansas, minus a half a point. Kansas, minus 5.5 for minus 130. It is not a bet I normally would make, but I think 10 points plus is a little bit too heavy, but the potential for KU to kill Creighton is high. Arkansas just to win, backdoor cover is a potential. If New Mexico State hits a bunch of shots, they might get killed. Kansas might kill Creighton. It's very possible that both these teams just rout, and it's 6.5 and it's 11.5, and you could have just parlayed them together and hit. But because of my fear, I'm going to tease it. 6-point teaser at minus 130 for a half a unit. Arkansas minus 0.5, minus 0.5. And Kansas minus 5.5 for a 2-leg 6-point teaser here for the games on Saturday. And the last play I'm going to make, we're going to go to the St. Peter's Murray State game. All right. St. Peter's beat Kentucky. They're flying really, really high. 15 seed. Ken Pom has this as an 8-point win for Murray State, who has been outstanding. Murray State's been just raring to go, been drilling. The last game that Murray State lost was to Auburn on December the 22nd. Hello. Incredible. Went to overtime with San Francisco, winning the game 92-87. Low-scoring game being projected 68-60 against St. Peter's because of their defense. I think the dog is live here. I think the under is live here. I got 9 points to play with St. Peter's. I'm going to lay the 9 points here with St. Peter's, given what they have done this season and just how good defensively they have been. I mean, the total is 130 in this game. 130. That's an extremely low total. I mean, you look at just the overall, ability to score. St. Peter's has been an under machine, 18-12 to the under. 21-9 ATS for St. Peter's, 17-12-1 for Murray State, but 14-4 on the road for St. Peter's. They have covered their last 8 games. 8-game cover streak going for St. Peter's. I like it. Let's take the points. They beat Kentucky outright as 18.5-point favorites. If St. Peter's wins the game outright and goes to the Sweet 16, I would fade St. Peter's. But in this game, I'm getting 9 points, taking St. Peter's plus 9 for a half a unit. Okay, 3 plays to start, maybe more. We'll wake up. We'll see how the numbers move around. Any value, any play that I like. We're going Providence, minus 2.5. 2-team teaser, 6-point teaser. Arkansas, minus 0.5. Kansas, minus 5.5 and minus 130 for a half a unit. And St. Peter's, plus 9 for a half a unit as well. 3 plays on the Discord channel, bettingpros.com/chat. Link underneath me here on YouTube. More plays most likely to come later on today here on a Saturday. My name is Matt Perrault. Follow me on Twitter @SportsTalkMatt each and every morning. It's the Daily Juice Podcast. Always being brought to you by BetMGM.